to the 827th meeting of Delhi Toastmasters. Before getting started, there are 3 ground rules that I would like to discuss with all of you about. Number 1, as Toastmasters community, we do not talk about religion, sex or politics, so please refrain from such topics. Number 2, please try to put your phones on silent mode or turn them off if possible. And number 3, it would be great if you do not crosstalk during the speeches and evaluations. We would like to promote a very positive and collaborative community for the entire Toastmasters. So we would like to make this session as productive as possible. So with that, I'll hand over to the presiding officer for today, Priya Karan.
Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. Let's welcome the dignitary, distinguished Toastmasters in the round, sir. In those days, we had a king, and the king used to go to cities or villages in disguised manner, like normal people used to go and check. So once there was a king, he also did the same. Then he went to some street, there was a big rock in the middle of the road. Nobody tried to push the rock, or nobody tried to place a rock, move the rock from that place. He saw his own ministers were going, and some other his own doctor was coming that way, but nobody tried anything. One peasant, he had come, he had carried so much luggage with him, goes with him, but he stood there, he put his luggage down, and though it was very difficult for him, he pushed that rock and removed that obstacle from the path. After removing, he found a purse with so many gold coins and jewels at the return note. This gift is for you. So from this word, we infers we get many obstacles in our path, both in personal and wherever we go. We have to try to move that and then overcome in our personal. That will help us with some fruitful gifts. With this, I hand over today's meeting to distinguished Toastmaster Sundar Raman, who is a great he has many faces, and he's a storyteller, he's a book writer, we can keep on saying. So today he is going to take the meeting.
Presiding officer, I'm so happy to be here as the TMOD, but I'm not so happy about the attendance. It's okay, because most of us have currently attending our division conference where two of our contestants are on stage, and at any time the results are expected. Can you all do me a favor? Can you come and occupy the first 2 rows? At least it will be a little comfortable, and so that the latecomers can also join in the end. So when you join Toastmasters within a few meetings, many of you are inducted in a formal induction ceremony. How many of you are able to recollect the pledge you have taken? At least 1 or 2 lines. What is the pledge you have taken?
We make sure to attend the meetings regularly.
Superb. Anything else?
Friendly and supportive environment.
Okay.
Be consistent and take as many notes as possible.
Great. And speak. Not only take notes, also speak. So this is the commitment we have all taken. But most of the time, this is taken in a very casual way, and you are not paying serious attention. So keeping commitment not only helps the community committee audience, it is also helping ourselves, our own growth. So keeping the commitments is going to be the theme for today. So I will not speak more than the speakers. So generally the TMODs tend to speak more just because they have taken a theme. So I just make this as a connecting thread so that the meeting goes in an interesting manner, keeping the commitment. I think all of us, at least a couple of sentences were mentioned here. One is attend meeting regularly, take up roles as much as possible, and be consistent in giving speeches, and also encourage other members through our positive and helpful evaluations. So these are all some of the commitments we have already done through when we did the induction program. So I request all of you to go through that once again, reiterate, and then keep that in mind while continuing your Toastmaster journey. Okay. So having set the context now, let me explain about the Toastmasters meeting structure. Throughout the world, the structure is more or less same, except with a little bit of customization. So so slight variations will be there, but the basic elements are common. So why I am saying all this is I have attended many Toastmaster meetings outside Chennai, outside India. So whenever I am on business travel, so when I am free, I go to Toastmasters website and I identify the nearest Toastmaster club and attend a meeting. So and always you are most welcome. If you are not aware, please be aware that once you become a member, anywhere in the city, anywhere in the state, anywhere in the country, anywhere in the world, you can go and attend. And most of the time, you are also welcome to participate in table talking sessions. If you inform them in advance, probably you may also get a chance to give a prepared speech or take up a role. So be aware of it and you can leverage it. So setting that context, let me explain the structure. So the structure of the meeting is like this. Number one session is called prepared speech segment. The prepared speech segment, members come and deliver their prepared speeches. So all of us, we have signed up to Pathways, and when we go to select Pathways, there are 15 projects to complete a level. To complete a path, 5 levels are there. So every project has got certain set of objectives, and we download that, go through that manual, send our script to our mentor and get it validated and ensure that script is perfect, and then do a bit of rehearsal at home and come and deliver. So when we do all this, then it not only helps us, and you are also showcasing your respect for the audience. Even prepared speech, you come and do it impromptu, then that means probably, unless you are a great speaker, it may not go well. So you may not be respecting the audience, and it will be a waste of time for all of us. The second segment is known as the table talking session, which is known as the impromptu speaking segment. So where you are given an opportunity to think on feet and deliver a speech for 1 to 2 minutes. And the third and vital aspect of Toastmasters is the evaluation. So evaluation is one important aspect that is keeping Toastmasters alive for last 100 years. I think most of us are aware that this year we are celebrating our centenary year. So which means more than 100 years. More than 100 years this organization is existing. So even before our forefathers, right, our great grandpas or great grandpas, even when they were alive, so this gentleman Ralph C. Smedley started in 1924 in US. In US, what is the basic mode of communication? The language, English. So even there he felt that the public speaking was lacking, and that is the reason he started this movement. So and this evaluation keeps us motivated. It is giving a non-intimidating platform where you get positive and helpful evaluation. Today, the evaluation happens with a set of members who are reporting to the general evaluator, and the general evaluator would be conducting the entire evaluation process along with their team members. And today this role is played by a very special person who comes all the way from Pudukkottai every week to Chennai. So more than 600 kilometers she travels. That shows her commitment. She is a chartered accountant practicing in Pudukkottai. Her professional journey has been enriched by strong interest in emerging technologies. So she tries to marry two technology, one her own chartered accountancy, and she is trying to leverage that with the latest technology called artificial intelligence. She is an AA certified auditor. This specialization allows her to bring cutting-edge insights into her work, blending traditional financial expertise with innovative technology. Whatever role she plays, always she comes with a kind of a differentiator. Please put your hands to welcome Toastmaster Abhirami.
Thank you, Toastmaster. Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. A mentor once told me, every commitment you keep adds marble to your jar. Every commitment you break, you take one out. Curiously, I asked, what happens when the jar gets full? He smiled and said, that's when people start trusting you without a question. That stays true. Because whether in life, in leadership, or here in Toastmasters, trust is never built in grand gestures. It is built in the small, consistent acts of responsibility. Signing up for a role and showing up prepared, giving thoughtful feedback, engaging someone who is nervous, being present. These are the marbles we quietly drop in our jar week after week. Today, as your general evaluator, I will be observing how each of us shows up, not just in roles, but in spirit. I will be looking for those little marbles, the signs that we are honoring our promises to ourselves and each other. In Toastmasters, we keep our commitment and our marbles. Because trust me, a jar full of marbles is much better than a jar full of excuses. Now, keeping my commitment, let me introduce my tag team. Let me now invite each of them to explain their roles. Today our timer is Toastmaster Suresh. Toastmaster Suresh, please tell us how you will help us to stay committed to time today. Please explain.
I read somewhere that keeping the commitment is like setting an alarm at 5 a.m. In fact, it's easy to set, but hard to follow. Luckily, as your timer today, I'll be monitoring all the speeches and note down the times in my report. Alright, so good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. So I'm your timer for today's meeting. My role is to help all the speakers stay within the allocated time and to ensure we have utilizing the time properly. I'll be using 3 cards: green card, yellow card and red cards as a visual signal to ensure that that the speech takes place within the time. And we have 3 speeches. For first prepared speeches, the allotted time is 5 to 10 minutes. At 5 minutes, I'll be showing the green card. At 6 minutes, I'll be showing the yellow card. At 7 minutes, I'll be showing the red card. For table topic speeches, the allotted time is 1 to 2 minutes. At 1 minute, I'll be showing the green card. Yellow card at 2 minutes. Yellow card at 1 minute 30 seconds and red card at 2 minutes. For all the evaluation speeches, the allotted time is 2 to 3 minutes. At 2 minutes, I'll be showing the green card, yellow card at 2 minutes 30 seconds and red card at 3 minutes. You will also get additional 30 seconds as a grace time. So please stick to your time. So thank you. I wish you all the very best.
Toastmaster Ramya is our counter today. Over to Toastmaster Ramya to share what you will be watching for. Please let us know what you will watch for.
Great speakers are not born, they are made. So every word we say and every pause we take will make us a better speaker. Okay? And filler words might sound small, maybe so small, but avoiding these filler words make our speech clearer. Okay? Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and guests. I'm your counter for today. Okay, and I'll listen for repeated words and overused words like and, well, but, so, you know, and filler words like and after that, at the end of the meeting, I will be reporting each of the speaker how much words these expressions they have used. Okay? Thank you. Thank you.
Our grammarian for the day today is Toastmaster Supraja. Toastmaster Supraja, please introduce word of the day and your role.
So I'll be the grammarian for today. I'll pay very close attention to all the speeches and also make use of any improper usage, but also make make a note of any outstanding words, quotes, or sayings that you may be using. And I'll also introduce the word of the day today. The word of the day is actually very much in alignment with the theme of today, keeping up with the commitments. So the word of the day today is assiduous. Assiduous meaning showing great care, attention, and persistent effort. It just doesn't mean hardworking. It comes from a Latin word which means sitting close by. So, for example, it is the assiduous members who build the backbone of a strong Toastmasters club. Another example, public speaking skills aren't built in a day, it is an assiduous journey. As a fun fact, this was also the favorite word of the Victorian writers and moral philosophers who valued quiet perseverance over flashy brilliance. So, true commitment, as DM Abhirami said, it's not just about being flashy or loud, but it's about showing up with commitment again and again, every single day, until your goal or objective becomes your second nature. So, try being assiduous today in your speeches, and I will be watching assiduous. Thank you.
Toastmaster Subrajam. After prepared speeches and TT session, we will come back with our reports. Back to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster. Thank you, Toastmaster Abhirami, for introducing your team and setting the context for the significance of evaluation to this meeting. So, as I said earlier, the first segment starts with the prepared speeches, and today we have 4 speakers who are going to deliver their prepared speeches. To start with, we will have the speech of our Toastmaster Kritika. But before I invite her on stage, I would request our evaluator to read out Kritika's speech objectives. Toastmaster Balaji, please come and
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Today, Toastmaster Kritika is presenting her prepared speech on Pathway Presentation Mastery, Level 1. The title of the project is Writing a Speech with Purpose. The purpose of the project is for the member to learn or review basic methods of writing a speech with a defined purpose and to present a well-organized speech on any topic. The speech title is Don't Let Your Struggles Define You. The speech duration is 5 to 7 minutes. All the best, Toastmaster Kritika. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Balaji. So our first speaker would be Toastmaster Kritika, who is an HR professional, having worked in the banking, healthcare, and a non-profit organization. Currently, she juggles her duties between managing a toddler and the work. Please put your hands to welcome Toastmaster Kritika. Don't let your struggles define you. Don't let your struggles define you. Toastmaster.
Thank you, Ian. With every challenge that you take, don't see it as a failure. Don't be anxious about it. We always keep a positive mindset when you take up any kind of a new challenge or any kind of a new path which you are looking to discover. Good evening, Toastmasters and my dear guests. Let's say, for example, you have been working very hard on a particular project at your work. You have been eyeing that promotion that you have been always looking to achieve. And so you have worked hard on your project day and night. You have been on top of all your tasks. And finally, when the results of the promotion are out, you did not get that promotion. How did you feel? Yes, all of us felt sad. And most importantly, you feel that all that hard work, all your efforts which you have put, it has vanished. It has just gone for free. And then you introspect. what is the point of me when I work hard and I'm not able to get a result that I wanted? We should not see it as a negative response. We should see it as a stepping stone. We should see it as how much we have learned, how much we have grown learning from the project. And most importantly, it also shows our resilience to handle failures. Let's take, for example, the case of a prominent businessman. He was born to a school teacher in Aligarh in Uttar Pradesh. He had studied in English medium school, and and he had realized that he had to learn English for him to succeed in life and be able to converse for him to be able to start a business. So after he had finished in an Hindi medium school, he had joined when he had joined college. He could not even speak one word of English. So he didn't see it as a weakness. He had saw that, okay, so now how do I overcome this? So he has started to read magazines. He has started to read English magazines, English newspapers, and he was also conversing with his friends purposely in English, so that he'll be able to pick up the language. And finally, when he was able to master the language, he was looking to pursue entrepreneurship. He had realized that he wanted to start a business and not be an employee. He was looking to be an employer. And that's when he had started multiple businesses which had even failed. He had even taken a loan of 8 lakhs almost for 20 years back with an interest rate of about 24%. And he was actually under huge financial distress. But still, he didn't let that stop him from achieving his entrepreneurial dream. So this particular person whom I'm speaking about is Vijay Shekhar Sharma, who is the founder of Paytm. But now, as you all know, he is now a startup king. He has his fortunes have changed when the demonetization had happened. He had made everyone realize the immense value that his company can bring at that point of time. So don't let any kind of weakness which comes your way. See it, how we can overcome it and how we can become a better person. Let's also look at actors who don't have any kind of support when they have started their careers. For example, let's take an example of now who has become a superstar. When he had first started his first job was actually a martial arts tutor, and when he had gone to Thailand, he had when he had gone to Thailand to support his passion, he was also working as a cook, in a hotel. He had also waitered, and plus he also worked as a salesman, to support his passion. And he had even choose to be a he had also worked free of cost for a prominent photographer, so that he is able to join the film industry. And this particular person whom I'm speaking about is actor Akshay Kumar. So when we look at these stories, we only feel inspired, and we realize that we should not take anything which comes in our way in a negative manner. So yes, so don't let the struggles define us. Let us be the author of our own story. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Katya, for that wonderful speech. Now let's move on to the second speech by Toastmaster Harini. Before calling Harini on stage, let me invite Toastmaster Kausalya, our evaluator, to read out this speech.
Toastmaster Harini is giving a speech on the pathway, motivational strategies, level 1, project, evaluation and feedback. Duration is 5 to 7 minutes. The purpose of this project is for the member to practice applying speech evaluation, feedback, and serves as speech evaluator during a club meeting. Thank you. All the best.
Thank you. So our second speaker is also an HR professional. So currently she works as for an e-commerce firm leading the HR. And today our title would be Native Intelligence, the wisdom we forget. The native intelligence, the wisdom we forget. Toastmaster.
Thank you. Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and my dear guest. Yesterday, when I walked to my neighbor's house, we were chit-chatting and I found something on her table. It was a mandala coloring book. Mandala, I hope all of you are aware, it is intricate designs with vibrant colors. I quickly asked her, can I borrow this book for my 5th grade, my daughter who is studying in 5th grade. She said, I give it to myself, it's my stress buster. That kept me thinking, isn't it something what our ancestors did on a daily basis? So we draw golems and rangolis outside our home on a daily basis. It's not just about the designs, it's about the joy and the calmness. It's about the symmetry, the focus that one does every day waking up in the morning. So I'm going to talk to you today about the forgotten wisdom, what we have been doing all our life and how we can reclaim and reinvent it. When we talk about ancient wisdom, something what reminded me was the colonialism and the Western influence. We are obsessed with the Western way of living. So it's not just about colonialism, it's the way that they have not just taken away our resources, but how they have deeply influenced the way we value our own traditions and our culture. For example, again I want to take my daughter's example. She reads this Harry Potter series. It has like 6 volumes of books, so such a big book that she reads. Not once, not twice, but she has read that more than 6 times. Every day I see she takes 1 volume and she keeps reading. Then I told her, my daughter's name is Malyada. Malyada, had you read some scripture, you would have been halfway to enlightenment by now because you read it so many times. And I was curious and I asked her, what is in that book? So what is the story? I want to know what keeps you glued to that book. Then she said, when she said what it was about, it's nothing but it's an eerie resemblance of our story of Lord Krishna. So there is a prophecy, a chosen child, and there is something good versus evil. And what makes it attractive is its British accent, and it comes with a van, which makes it a world's best bookseller. So we can think of many such things as we reclaim in terms of the fitness regime that we had. So I'm going to talk about each of this, and so it will help us to reflect. How many of you have heard your parents or your grandparents said that they eat this palaya sadam in morning? Or yeah, have any of you tried eating that? Oh, good. When my mother offered me, I say like, you are trying to push away all the waste items on me, and it's all stale, and I don't want to eat it. And now, when we hear from the Western world that it is a fermented soaked rice, which is good for our gut, thanks to our gut man who speaks and enlightened with a lot of gut health. So today it's called a fermented soaked rice, which is good for our gut health. So we were wise in the choice of eating. So it really gave the probiotics that we needed, and it helped us to have a good bacterial, a good gut in our bacteria. And today, the same old rice, but in a new accent. And sold just, 1 jar is sold for ₹300. And I want to ask all of you such traditional practices, if you can name some of it, which are our age-old traditional practice, which is now seen as a Western hack. Can each of you name something if you can remember?
Yoga.
What else?
Yoga.
Yoga, great. Yoga. Ragi, okay.
Turmeric.
Turmeric, exactly. It's called golden latte.
Moringa leaves.
Yes, moringa leaf is a nutritional thing that's even sold in African countries where it's completely malnourished. It's, anything else? Okay. Nevertheless, so coming to yoga, so even I am a yoga practitioner. My yoga teacher taught me an asana called Chakki Chalasana, where one has to sit with your legs straightened and the asana goes this way. So you will have to do something like doing a grinder. So which is what is the article which our parents used to, not parents, maybe grandparents, they did that. It's called Chakki Chalasana, and which is now being taught even during the exercise regimes. And apart from that, I also have to tell you one more thing, where this mandala art which I spoke in the beginning. So how it got Western traction was, there was a psychologist called Carl Jung. He researched about our religious books, and then he understood that mandala was one of the things which can help in reducing anxiety. So once it became a Western package, then we all thought it's going to help us. So what I want to conclude by saying is, we can always have Western and modern thought, but we should not forget our roots. Our roots have, our ancient practices have deep values. It has spirituality, psychology, science, and many things that is rolled into one aspect and way of life. So I call upon all of you to be committed that though we adapt to various Western practices, though we are influenced by Western life, we should not forget our roots, and we are having a lot of native intelligence which we should respect and we should follow in our life. Thank you all.
Thank you, Toastmaster Harini. But if I may remember right, so this one was not article. I think this is something between article and me. There was a gadget called Yendram. How many of you are familiar with the Yendram? So it is a stone device where you can try to powder the certain grains. Thank you. It was an interesting topic. So now let's move on to the third speech. To evaluate the third speaker, we have Toastmaster Janakaran. I request Janakaran to read out the objectives of the third speaker.
Toastmaster Praveen is giving a speech from the party's dynamic leadership, level 1 project 4. It's about evaluation and feedback. The purpose of the project is to apply feedback in speeches and also play a role of evaluator during the club meetings. The purpose of the speech is to give a speech and receive feedback. The duration is 5 to 7 minutes. All the best to Toastmaster.
Thank you. Toastmaster Praveen is working on Flex Finance in IT department as project manager, experienced financial professional, and he is in IT as a vital member of the Finance Data Analytics. Please put your hands to welcome Toastmaster Praveen. This topic would be obstacles or stepping stone for success. All the best.
Thanks for the introduction, DM Modi. Mondays are weird for many professionals, but Monday is completely transformed for me. A conversation with my boss about the problem, it's changed my perception, how to convert the problem into an opportunity. Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. My name is Praveen. I'm working in a Flex Finance Data Analytics team as a project manager. As a one of the Monday, I got a call from my boss. He started explaining the upcoming projects. It's the project based on the ML solution for the external suppliers. So this is the first project which we are doing for external suppliers. He started explaining the project, and then he started explaining the scopes and timeline and all the facts. Finally, he said that the project is completely depending on the performance and response time. Single response, it should not take more than 2 minutes. I stopped it. I said, I started what are the issues we are facing currently. And then my boss finally said, let's check the feasibility
and come up with a plan. I was so nervous, I take a time to settle down myself. Then I got another opportunity to have a discussion with my boss on the evening. He changed my perception. He suggested one of the book called Obstacles Are Stepping Stone for Success. And he said, this book is not give you the one-time solution or any quick fix. Instead of that, the books will tell you if the problem is occurred, how your mental and physical health should be, so that it will not create another problem. I started reading that book. That two examples I really impressed in that book. One is the NASA, another one is Steve Jobs. NASA examples, there is two topics. One is favorable situation, another one is unfavorable situation. Favorable situation is they have a training center, they will train the astronauts before sending the space. They will know each and every seconds what are the things they have to do. That's called favorable situations. And second one is unfavorable situation. If something is happened, how their mindset, how their physical and mental mindset should not done anything wrongly. So this examples I have implemented in my project. Coming back to the second example for us, Steve Jobs. We all aware of the Apple products, right? You know the Steve Jobs is a board of directors is rejected by their innovations. Initially, he started implementing the GUI, the graphical user interface mouse. That time, the board of directors is not recommended that innovation, but somehow he did that innovations, and after a few years, the board of directors they feel bad about themselves. Using these two concepts, I started implementing and applying the solution to my project. First, I was in a fixed mindset. I started saying that what I have to do it. Now I converted my mindset into the growth mindset, saying that how can I do? The next step is I started a workshop within my company, and I collaborated with the multiple extended teams. I started invited in the key skill set, and then we started discussion the problems in detail. The problems we start and we got getting the answer from multiple people, and we started observing and we started identifying the solutions, the way to resolve the problems. And we come up with a plan, and we suggested that plan to the management, and we started working on it. And finally, whatever target set by management for not more than 2 minutes, we are able to achieve in less than a minute. The response time we are able to achieve less than a minute. Whatever the best practices which we have did in this particular project, we are able to replicate it in the other projects. The obstacles book says that the problems are part of life. How we are handling the problem, it's a make us a success. Instead of avoiding the problem and try to face the problem in the boldly so that you can able to achieve it. The author name is Ryan Holiday. If you have a time, read it. Thank you.
So the next speaker would be Toastmaster Kalyani, who works as an assistant manager for Sajuma Solution, and today is acting presiding officer. And to evaluate our speech, the fourth evaluator would be myself. Actually, when our VP Education asked me to take up the role of TMOE, I immediately accepted. And then when he asked me to take over the speech evaluator, again I agreed. Then later I realized I never accept dual roles because I cannot do justice. So should I go back? No, because the team I have taken is keeping the commitment. So in order to honor my commitment, I am also doing the print role. So today Toastmaster, I will tell about our project objectives. The purpose of the project for the member is to practice developing a change management plan. The purpose of the speech for the member is also to share some aspect of change management plan, and the title for Toastmaster Kalyani's speech, from Dynamic Leadership Path Level 4, Manage Change, 5 to 7 minutes project title, The Smell of Success Even from Distance. The Smell of Success Even from Distance. Please put your hands to welcome Toastmaster Kalyani.
Did anyone expect earthquake in Thailand just before 1 minute it occurred? No, right? Yes, we don't expect certain things to happen. We don't expect the sky to fall. We don't expect our toes to sing a song. And we don't expect a pot water kept for boiling makes a bad smell that you run out of your cup, scream and come out of your room. Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. One day, my son screamed, "Mom, this is the third or fourth time you're doing. You haven't switched off the stove." Oh my God. I was in a meeting, I just forgot. I ran into the kitchen to see a black vessel. Embrace change that brings uncertainties and which helps you to discover your hidden talents and resilience. Does anyone has an opportunity to do work from home before COVID-19? Okay. One person has said yes, but I never dreamt about that. Before COVID, the landscape of work from home opportunity was very difficult and different also. Now I am going to share a real lifetime example where I need my team to accept the remote opportunity and adapt themselves to make their production also. When the lockdown was announced, it was very difficult for my team to go to the remote work because our turnaround time was 24 hours. It made us insane and all were uncertain about expecting to work from at this distance. I know it is difficult for me too. I had to accept. So immediately I accepted the change and we had a virtual meeting where I explained to them that this is not easy, but still we can make it. For this, every day we used to connect water cooler session for 15 minutes, whereby we talk everything other than work. We talk about our everyday, day-to-day struggles, we share our funny anecdotes, and about our personal stories. I also made sure to make an individual check-ins with the team so that to know how they are coping up with our work from home. As the days went, they were started to adapt and they started to communicate in different ways. They found different modes. One of the project, which was in the final stage, was about to derail because of the announcement of lockdown. However, I made sure to split the process into different fragments and I gave to each individual and make them to be responsible for them, by which they committed to that. I also made sure to celebrate each and every small victory through our virtual meetings. Then, by this, we had made the project a successful one, though it was very uncertain in the beginning. When the project was success, we celebrated the virtual celebration, one of our team members said, "Ma'am, you had not only made us to work from home, but you had also made it together as a team." Navigating changes through uncertain ways made us united together and also made this project a successful one. The strategies here I included were: first, I accepted the change. Next, I made them to have a virtual meeting and with a water cooler session. Then I avoided the micromanaging technique. I ensured that everyone had the responsibility and commitment. I also made sure that they had taken enough breaks and also make sure the work-life balance was good. For this, when we have a proper planning and also set up good strategies, we can make anything happen. Over to you.
Now we will move on to the important segment called the table topic segment. So before that, let me talk a little something more about our theme, keeping the commitment. How many of you have tried to play not with dogs, not with cats, with ants? What did you play?
I made an ant house when I was young.
Okay. What else?
Block ants, bath or put it confined into
Yes, I think 90% of us we do that. With the sadistic pleasure, we try to put our hands or put a chalk piece mark or try to put some water stream and try to monitor that. It will be a great fun to watch. But what happens in the end of the day? What do they do?
find a way to
Yes. So they have made a commitment and they ensure that their commitments are taken care. So either this way, that way, like our Chennai auto wala, no? He is again an analogy to our hands. So the moment you tell the destination, so forget about the safety limits or somehow you will try to ensure that you reach the destination. So that is these are all classical examples of honoring the commitments, keeping the commitments. So now let's go to the table topic segment, and the table topic segment will be handled by Toastmaster Pradeep. Pradeep's intro. He is right now working with appliance company. So that is the Butterfly Appliance Company as a B2B head with 14 years experience in sales. Wow. And he loves to travel and experience new places. Please put your hands to welcome Toastmaster Pradeep. Table topic now.
Good afternoon, Toastmasters and dear guests. Today I am the table topic master. 4 days before, I was thinking to whether should I take this role or not. But when I saw the theme of the day, I decided that I have to do it, no matter what. Because of my throat pain, I hope that you will be able to listen my horrible voice. But yes, I decided on that day itself that commitment is a commitment. So thanks for that theme of the day. Let me use the table for a second.
Table topic master.
Yes. So before going for the table topic, I just want to give you a small brief for the benefit of the guests and people who want to spend time over here. Table topic is kind of speech, that impromptu speech that you get a topic on the stage and you have to give minimum 1 minute of time, maximum 2 minutes 30 seconds of time you can spend. Your brain will have a lot of creativity. Then when you pressure it, you come up with the creativity ideas. So try to utilize this space for 2 minutes and please commit yourself that you minimum 1 minute you will stay here. Now come to the topic session. Before again, sorry. Since I can see that minimum 20 people are there, in that already 10 people have taken roles and responsibility, including me also. So instead of there's no restriction for them also, but I want that those who are not taken responsibility, if they can voluntarily come and take topics, that will be really engaging for everybody. Because they already have come in front of the stage, I want this camera record all the people who are coming in for the meetings. So instead of asking for the people, I want starting from last or maybe first. It's up to you. Those who are not having any kind of responsibility, please voluntarily come and give your presence here. Now come to the topic section. Since my throat is not that great, I kept having sheet paper and again to the theme of the day. This I give you a brief about this 6. I was having 10 6. It's totally related to the commitment. You can have a lot of questions in this. You have to related to commitment. And in this, I really don't know what is there. So in last moment, I write it down the questions which made me that if I am in that situation, what I will do. So I can ask the people who are coming from last, please come and please, what commitment you want to take or you want to have a surprise. Please introduce yourself and timer, please note it down. 2 minutes of time.
No, I'm not taking my
After this.
Hi, this is Harikrishnan, Toastmaster. I joined this medley club on February. So the meeting has been going on now. So I just made my icebreaker speech on the last occasion. Now that every table topic session that I've been participating, and this is also one among the topics. In fact,
Great.
I'll take my topic now. Yes. I think it's stick. How do you handle the situation where you feel less motivated? How do you handle the topic is that how do you handle the situation where you feel less motivated? That's my topic.
Thank you. I repeat the topic. How do you handle the situation where you feel or where less motivated?
Motivation is the actual thing that where we wanted to on, but it will not be every time. It will be a positive motivation that where we need to do something about it. That is the challenge in the life what we are all been facing it. Not that every time that every 24/7 or every 365 days that we have a rhythm of yes, we are motivated. Let's go and do it up. There's a lot of things have been factored on that why we are not having a motivation per se, that not in every time in a positive mode or something. We have been handling a lot of obstacles, struggles in the life. So that actually pulling us down. So, but what is our rhythm? And but what is the thing what we have been planning to do? What is our focus? What is our goal? What needs to be achieved? That is the one when we have been having a focus on about our life. Probably that will be one. Each one will have everything a different motivation system where how say for an example that somebody will be down by the energy level, they will go and listen to the songs. Sometimes they will be watching a video where it will be motivated on them. Somebody will be very particular about that. Some person will have their very famous popular there in that motivation. When they are talking about that, they will get that energy level from them. They can take that energy level on. Somebody where they will have a family members and friends also. They say that if I go and talk to them, if I go and talk to this person, if I go to talk to my friends, where I will be get motivated, or I will dump them on my solution part. Where I dump them on my issue where in which they will be giving a solution. So in that way that we will get the motivation. So that's how that I also do it. When there will be a motivational, when there will be an issue on that one, I used to listen to a song. I have the song list in fact for that one. The moment that I will be taking it, and that mind will always working on the solution part also in fact. So in that way that we're all being, I mean this is the one way that I can go and do it about it.
Thanks for sharing your ideas and for the motivations. And now I just require from this side, somebody will come sit really helpful. Please. You have a commitment and you have something surprise for you. Everybody wanted to say for a second.
Have you ever made a commitment in a relationship that change your life. Yeah.
I repeat the topic. Have you ever made a commitment in the relationship that changed your life? Okay. Just introduce him.
Yeah, myself, Uma Maheshwarao. I recently joined in March month. I'm working as a deputy manager in a medical coding company. Okay, have you ever made a commitment that changed the relationship? Okay. I made a commitment in my relationship that is helping my wife. Like there are many times I used to be lazy and that my wife was not satisfied and she used to do a lot of work. So then I realized like if I be little active and help her, my relationship will be better. So I decided to do whatever way I can work. If I see some work, I try to do that. Like I feel comfortable when somebody do my work. The same way my wife or my partner will feel. So I try to do that and make her feel happy. And like if I see dishes unwashed, I'll go and do that. I wash clothes. I do lot wherever I work. I see I do that so that burden will reduce on my partner so that she will have some time for herself. And yeah, this is the commitment I did. I trying to be a bit disciplined lifestyle so that my relationship will be good. But it is a fight between staying disciplined and I try to do, but again we'll go to original mode of not doing things and being lazy, scrolling up Instagram. Or again, like discipline or commitment is not being deviated. Again, we have to step back and we should focus on what we decided to do. It is not about not doing the things we committed for a particular time. We have to again restart. If you are not able to do it for a few days, again restart your journey and reset your goals. Yeah, we should assiduously try to reach our commitment.
Thank you so much. I will give your experience. This will be useful for us. Consistency is more important. I'm also trying the same thing. I'm trying to engage myself with my family, but again they may have fight. But again we have to do the same thing. Thanks for sharing in the common forum. Yes, from this side again. Topics are ready for you. Yes, ma'am. Your question? Sorry, ma'am. This is talk. You have to talk about if you are.
You take it and read up.
Yeah.
Happy policeman.
One second.
Policeman.
If you are a happy policeman, how will you act?
Good afternoon, Toastmasters and your guest. I'm Hema. I'm the Toastmaster, the member for more than 1 year. Happy policeman. I'll never be a happy policeman. I'm the very toughest person. I set my rules. I follow the rules, whatever the government has said. I strictly follow that. I will never be happy policeman. If you don't follow the instructions, I'll definitely go mad. I don't mind giving you punishment. So that's it. So I'm just thinking in a different way. If I just can be very happy policeman, I just like to be a traffic policeman. Because I have admired many of the traffic policemen. When they see the young girls, they get so motivated. They'll be so irritated when they stand. They're asking the people, they don't listen to the traffic rules, they violate, males especially. Females, they listen to it. So these people, the traffic policemen, out of the way they go, and they encourage, they just bring them, the girls to crossing the road, all such things they do. I love to be happy traffic police women than the policeman. I enjoy that. That is what I have seen most of the, because whenever I just stand in the signal, I have seen most of the male policemen, they come out of the way and they come and help. I really enjoy that. I like that. So I just want to be like that, not the happy policeman. No, I'll never be like that. I want a happy traffic policewoman or man. Thank you.
That was a good observation. I can see that you are you are enjoying the moment also.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing your experience. Yeah, again from this side, I don't want to pick out somebody, but if you want to come, really help. Please.
Tell your name first.
Hi, my name is Amar Vanchita. I'm a guest. It's my 5th time as a guest. Amar Vanchita.
So your topic is how do you handle conflict between multiple humans? You have multiple conflicts. How do you handle it? You want to read?
I think it will be really stressful when we have multiple commitments. Though I don't know. Should I take it?
Yeah, you want to take from there also. If you are a mobile phone with just 2% of battery, what do you want to say to your owner apart from putting a charge to you?
Oh, so thank God my owner, please give me some rest. That's how I feel if I am 2% battery phone. Because people are never ever left their phone. They always carry their phone even when they go to bathrooms or to sleep. Every time, even before going to sleep, they check their mind for every 2 minutes or every 5 minutes. That will be really stressful for me because as a phone, I never get the rest. And the phone never get some time to relax it. So definitely I will feel very happy and say thanks to my owner.
So if I would have the phone, probably, I will say that spend time with me instead of connecting with somebody else. Spend time with me so that I can also, you understand my features, you learn my ability, how to enhance your lives. So that's why I will try to say. Thank you so much again. Now again this side. From anybody from this side? Because those who are already have taken roles and responsibilities. So I will come later where you can take any topic from me.
So my introduction, I am Kirti and this is my first guest session as a guest. Have you ever regretted a commitment? What did you learn? Regretted a commitment.
Have you ever regretted on the commitment? What you have you ever regretted on your commitment and what you have done from it?
Okay. So in my professional life, I completed my education, completed my engineering. After that, I wanted to do civil services. So I left my job and started preparing for civil services. And I was preparing for that for 3 years and I could not finish that. So I was comparing myself with my friends who were doing jobs and comparing that I was not earning and I'm not doing anything with my life. So this was the commitment I did and I regretted this.
And what did you learn from it?
From this I learned that we should take our decisions by evaluating ourselves, and if we are fit for that, then only we should take the decision of doing something, and this was very thank you.
Best part is that you are evaluating yourself, that will take you next level, and I'm also learning from the people who do upgrading and evaluation hours. Yes, again, I think this time is over. Ma'am, please.
Good evening everyone, my name is Ramya. This is my first session as a guest here. Today's my topic is, can you describe a time you went beyond to meet a commitment? There are many situations I think we all face in our life, in official life as well as in personal life. I say like, one thing I have to mention, right? See, apart from official things, there were too many things to talk about official things. I just want to talk about my personal things. So, I'm the third daughter to my family. So, before me, there are two elder sisters, and we from a background of very lower average family. So, my elder sisters were they were struggled a lot to succeed in their life and also for their education, everything. I have seen many things when I'm doing my educations. Doing a 10th standard itself is a very difficult challenge for me that time itself. And doing a 12th standard, again a big challenge for me. I never thought that I will do the double degree. So since I have seen many things from my family situation, I made a commitment. Whatever happens in my life, I should not quit from education. So that made me to stand here. Thank you.
Thanks for teaching us to be commitment on towards what we're doing. Thank you so much for that. And yes, sir, please. Here also, you can talk there also. Please introduce yourself.
Yeah, my name is Gopi Kumar. This is I am a guest, and this is my 5th session. Good evening, Toastmasters. The topic is: have you ever broken a commitment to yourself? Have you ever broken a commitment?
Yeah. Have you ever broken your commitment yourself? Why?
Okay, I'll also tell my personal life. I'm married and I have a kid. She's an 8 years old. I had given a commitment to my parents that I used to meet them on every Sundays or Saturdays. So this has been happening for almost 6-7 years now. So now is the time my wife arguing with me that I should not go on every week because I need to take care of my child also, because all 7 days a week she is taking care of her. So now I broke that commitment and I informed my parents that I meet them 2 days a week to balance work life as well as family life. So this is a commitment I have broken actually. So I'm balancing somehow now.
Great. Thank you. Good that you are trying to manage. It's a very difficult task, especially for work person, not only the men's, also the women's. So great that you are doing that. Yes, sir, can you come? It's okay, no problem. You'll have one session also. Please come.
No, sir.
Okay, done. Do you have timers? Anybody? Other person who's already involved in that? Anybody? Yeah, please. Okay. You failed in your half-yearly exam, and now you have to get a signature from your parents.
Okay. So the situation is I failed in my half-yearly exams and now I have to convince my parents to take the signature. So normally when I approach such kind of situations, I always try to battle in my head which parent to go to, mother or father. For me, my father is more close to me and he'll say basically yes to everything that I ask for, the typical father-daughter relationship. So one of my first approaches would be to maybe make something that he likes, prepare something that is his favorite food or favorite dish, or take him to his favorite place, and then slowly butter him up to to ask how was his day, what happened, and all of that. And finally, I'll try to slowly open up the issue, so to say. And but I'll also approach it in a very dedicated way, in the sense that I'll let him know that these are the reasons as to why I could not make it in the half-yearly exams. And at the same time, I'll also make sure that give him a reassurance that the next time this exam happens, I'll make sure I'll put in the extra efforts and I'll be more sincere to pass in the exam and make him proud. So that would be my way of approaching it. Failures are just stepping stone to success. That's what my father has always taught me. So I'm sure this will also make a click with him. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing. See, when I writing this question, it's recalled my 5th standard. I was failed in all subjects in my half-yearly. But every time whenever result comes, I tell to I got 57, 58, 59, 50. When report card comes, it's 13, 12, 10. So one thing, on that day I was very afraid about it, but I took courage and showed to them, and they were shocked actually. Then I only told them that I failed, I have to agree, that is my mistake, but I made sure that next time I will not do this. So they agree. The way I was convincing them, they feel happy that because I was honest on that day, I promised myself that I will not lie to them. So that question comes from there only. Thanks for sharing your experience also. And I hope the time is there. Thank you so much. Thanks for.
Thank you, coming out with wonderful topics and also giving opportunity to all the on-role players. Thank you so much. So sometime back, probably 15 years back, I had an opportunity to visit Japan for a project work, and I stayed there and I tried to understand a little bit of their culture. So one of them is their absolute discipline and quality. But one shocking revelation was the suicidal rate were very high in Japan. So today probably they were in the top 30th rank. So India may be second, but the one unknown country is topping with the first rank. India is second, and Japan is 25th rank. But it was surprising for me because they are always disciplined and they always make the commitment. But one of the reasons for their suicidal rate is there are occasions where they could not meet their commitment. So it may be even personal or professional. They would have made a commitment to their boss, but if they are unable to make the commitment and they do it, and even the suicide also, they do it in a cruel way, so which is called harakiri. So no, they cut their stomach and then die. So that is their mental attitude, honoring the commitment. So comparing that country with our country, every day I get laughter, right? So see the commitment level to our people. So in fact, very recently when I was part of a meeting, the TMOD didn't happen till the meeting starts. And on the spot, I become the ad hoc impromptu table topic, DMOD, not the topic master. So, and left and right, we make commitments, but we don't bother. Right? We never get that kind of feeling. I'm not asking people to get that suicidal tendency, but at least feel guilty when you are not making commitments. And even recently, I heard one term called ghosting. Have you ever heard ghost? Or I don't know exactly how to pronounce the word. That means if you send a message to them, just to ghost it. That means no, you assume that the other person will not know that you have read the message. You don't respond, you don't open the message, and the other person will never get any feedback. So that means ghosting. So you never try to do that. So at least as Toastmasters, we should be slightly be an outlier from the existing culture, and we should always honor our commitment. So with that thought, we are moving to the third segment, a very vital, important segment, which is known as the evaluation. Please put your hands back to our General Evaluator, Toastmaster Graham.
Thank you, dear Modi. As I already said, being a Toastmaster is like having a jar of marbles. Every speech we give adds a marble. Every role we take up another marble. And when we evaluate, that's when we polish those marbles and help shine brighter. Our next segment features 4 marble polishers, also known as the evaluators, who have committed to helping our speakers sparkle a little more. First, to evaluate the speech by Toastmaster Kritika, the evaluator is Toastmaster Balaji. A new Toastmaster with fresh eyes and honest perspective. They say, new broom sweep clean. Let's see what fresh polished Toastmaster Balaji brings today. Welcome, sir.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Congratulations to Toastmaster Kritika for completing the project with an excellent speech. The very first thing that I connected is with your topic. Don't let your struggle define you. It's a compelling speech title that can resonate with all the audiences. You have structured your speech by narrating 2 stories, both Paytm founder and actor Akshay Kumar, as a specific example that frames broader content and illustrates the main objectives of your speech. Your spoken language is clear and easily understood. The specific purpose was clear and supported by the speech style and organization. You have engaged the audience with interesting stories that supports the specific purpose of the speech. On the comfort level, you appeared a little uncomfortable at the start, but continued your speech without any interruptions. The speech came very close to meeting the expressed general purpose, but some points or parts missed meeting that goal. In summary, your ability to connect with the audience and present a clear message was commendable. By incorporating more vocal variety, refining your introduction and conclusion, maybe you can elevate your speech even further. Thank you and wishing you all the very best for your speech. Thanks.
Next, to evaluate Toastmaster Harini's speech, I request Toastmaster Kaushalya. Toastmaster Kaushalya is a calm, composed and precise. Her evaluations are like a gentle breeze, subtle but spot on.
First of all, kudos to Toastmaster Harini for creating curiosity with the title. You covered all 3 aspects for a good life: physical, mental, as well as gut health also. When I read the title, Native Intelligence, and it created a curiosity, what is the intelligence she is going to deliver today? Within this short span of 5 to 7 minutes, we learned a lot of things which would be helpful for our health. For example, when you took over that mandala coloring book as a stress buster for your friend and you compared with the native intelligence of Rangoli. So even when I went to the yoga class, they said to improve your mental health, don't watch too much TV or don't use video games. Start using Rangoli. I couldn't understand why would they say that. And that is there is a Sikku column, I think many of you would have known. It helps to improve our mental health. So thanks for bringing that up. And this is our own Indian ikigai, isn't it? The Rangoli and everything. And you added a dose of humor when you said that your mother, that she is dumping leftovers on you, whereas it was the best for your gut health, right? Usually nowadays what we do is we stop eating fermented foods like pickles and everything. We don't give them to the child, like saying no too much salt or anything. But in those days, for every meal we'll have pickle, right? Those people had the knowledge and wisdom that it has to be included with our food. And when we think of our health, we have stopped using ghee also. But now the doctors are saying you should take ghee. So once again, thanks for bringing that up. And you specified the importance of eating the fermented food. And coming to the yoga position of Chakki Chalasana, it's a new thing what I have learned from you today. I'll go and search about how I have not learned in my yoga class, but it's a new thing taught. And you are an exemplary public speaker. Your vocal variety was perfect with good tone, volume, and speed, and you used the stage perfectly. Throughout the meeting, you had good eye contact and good hand gestures also to enhance your speech. And you engaged the audience with the content. The content had an interesting construct and made us thoroughly enjoy it, and we learnt a lot. Only one suggestion I would like to add in this is to add a quote or something to your content when you give a conclusion. That's all. Thank you, Hari.
Next, to evaluate Toastmaster Praveen's speech, we have Toastmaster Dinagaran. Toastmaster Dinagaran is quiet in delivery but strong in insight. Like a well-brewed filter coffee, smooth on top but strong at the core. Welcome, sir.
Thank you, G. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. I'm here to evaluate Toastmaster Praveen's speech. Toastmaster Praveen has given the speech from the Pathways Dynamic Leadership to the project evaluation and feedback. The purpose of the speech is about to give a speech and then receive the feedback. I will present this evaluation in terms of 2P strategy, like preparation and presentation. By talking about preparation, it was actually a well-prepared speech. It is about the personal story, and so because of that, he can bring up the required clarity for the audience. So the clarity was good, and also it was about the conflict and resolution, having a problem and finding a solution for it. So it created a lot of interest from the audience. So in terms of clarity and audience interest, the project really helped in terms of preparation. And also it was a well-practiced speech because while presenting it, he was not able to he was able to present it well and then not struggling or stopping anywhere. So in terms of preparation, I would say he has met his project objectives. We're talking about presentation. First I will talk about vocal variety. While the speech is about conflict and the solution, giving the problem and the solution, it was actually, the tone was good, and there is an opportunity to improve in terms of pitch and the vocal variety. We had this NASA story and the Steve Jobs story. So here there is a lot of opportunity in terms of giving the vocal variety. We're talking about favorable condition and unfavorable condition. We can bring in a lot of varieties. And also like talking about the fixed mindset and growth mindset, you can marry the vocal variety and the gesture. So that will help to convey the message better to the audience. So these are the few areas of improvements. Another is about eye contact. You had the eye contact between the audiences, but it would be better. You can change the range of the eye contact between the people sitting here in the front and sitting people in the back. So that would again help to bring in the audience hooked into the speech. Next is about stage usage, right? So you are able to switch between the space in the stage, but you could have structured the switches in such a way that we're talking about problem, you're coming and presenting it from this side, we're talking about solution, you coordinated in that way, you would have made audience's interest little more better. So these are the few areas of opportunities for improvement. But it was actually a well-prepared and presented speech. With that improvement, whatever you discussed, it will take it to the next level. Over to you.
Finally, to evaluate Toastmaster Kalyani's speech, I invite distinguished Toastmaster Sundar Ramesh. A Toastmaster with over 15 plus years of experience, we can expect depth, clarity and classic distinguished Toastmaster brilliance.
Thank you, Evaluator. Today, Toastmaster Kalyani attempted to speak on a very important topic which is very vital in today's corporate world, change management. And she aptly chosen a topic, so everyone is familiar with the pandemic, the COVID, and how the work environment all of a sudden changed. And she clearly spelled out different kind of strategies she tried to adopt. Number one is to accept the change and plan to have virtual meeting, and then having water cooler talks. Probably some of you may not be familiar. It is just informal kind of talks. And the last important thing is avoiding micromanagement. So brilliantly she narrated how she was able to deliver in spite of the setbacks that has happened throughout the globe. So brilliant job. So these were good things. So I have a couple of recommendations for you. So here, though you mentioned different strategies, probably you could have structured it with a number of points, saying that number one, I try to accept the change. So though I had initially I was finding it difficult, so I went through and then I talked to my reporting manager. When I discussed with my mentor, there is no alternative. We have to accept the change. That you could have mentioned as number one. Number three. So the body of the speech, if you would have brought it out into three major nuggets, then that will be a great takeaway for the audience. The second recommendation for you was on the delivery aspect. So actually, as a speaker, I expect you to maintain a strong posture as an audience. So probably you can always allow to move around and then take a firm posture and then move this side, and when you come back to the center stage, again you can take a strong posture. So it can be something like a standard position and with the open gesture. But what I found was little bit of oscillating movements. So that was slightly distracting me. And the third one is this hall is so big and we have so much of space. So probably you could have stayed here, so that you are able to maintain perfect eye contact with the audience as well as for the camera. So that would when you were most of the time you were standing somewhere here. So this you could have avoided. This is all requiring some kind of stage presence. Otherwise, you have taken an apt topic and then mentioned about the different kind of strategies you mentioned, and that way you clearly conveyed how change management, and which was a universal example that everyone could easily understand and accept it. You did a brilliant job. Just to take care of these things for your future speeches. Over to General Evaluator.
Thank you, evaluators. Now I request the tag team to give the report. First timer, Toastmaster Suresh, please give the timer report.
So I'll read out the names and the time taken by them. Kritiga, 5 minutes 47 seconds. Toastmaster Arini, 6 minutes 23 seconds. Toastmaster Praveen, 5 minutes 33 seconds. Toastmaster Kalyani, 5 minutes 35 seconds. Toastmaster Hari Krishnan, 2 minutes 4 seconds. Toastmaster Uma Maheshwar Rao, 1 minute 58 seconds. Toastmaster Ema, 1 minute 35 seconds. Guest Amra Vanchita, 1 minute 30 seconds. Guest Kirti, 55 seconds. Guest Ramya, 1 minute 20 seconds. Guest Gopi Kumar, 54 seconds. Toastmaster Supraja, 1 minute 34 seconds. Now evaluators. Toastmaster Balaji, 1 minute 55 seconds. Toastmaster Kausalya, 2 minutes 30 seconds. Toastmaster Dinakaran, 2 minutes 33 seconds. Distinguished Toastmaster Sundaraman, 2 minutes 45 seconds.
Thank you, timer. I now request accountant to give her report.
speaking. And with practice, we not only become perfect, we also become confident. And before going to the Atmata report, I would like to say we should all stay committed and take a serious effort to avoid failures. TM Kritika, 12 hours. And what I've observed today is there are a lot of repeats and hours other than filler words. There is no overused words, but lot of filler words were used. TM Arini, 8 filler words, that is filler words are. TM Praveen, repeated words 3. TM Kalyani, 4 words are. TM Balaji, 2 words, filler words. TM Kausalya 1, TM Dinakaran 2, DTM Sundararaman sir 2, and Supraja 4, and TM Adikrishna 3, TM Uma Mageshwara Rao 2, TM Amar Varshita 3, TM Gopi Kumar 2. Thank you.
I now request grammarian to give a report.
So, all the speakers delivered their speeches very assiduously today, and what intrigued me more was that the guests were very forthcoming and they gave their contribution to the table topic, so very good guests. Going on to the to some of the nice sentences that were used today. Don't let the struggles define you, but rather be the author of your own story. A very nice way of putting the sentence together. And another one that was used was same old rice in a new accent. It's a very nice sentence for showing how an old format can be presented in a new format. So then another one that I had noted down was water cooler sessions. Very nice way of talking about informal, casual conversations that you have with your colleagues. And another one is embracing change, which helps you to discover your hidden talent. Also a very nice way of putting it together. A couple of improvisations that I had noted down. Instead of saying navigating changes through uncertain ways, it's better to use unconventional or non-traditional ways. And typically, as a ground rule, we do not use articles a and the in front of a name or a number. So that is something to keep in mind. And also management, although it can define a lot of people, it is rather singular. So management was, management is. That's how they're typically used. And the word of the day today was used by 2 people. So that's the report for today. Thank you.
It's time for the general evaluators report. Today's theme, keeping the commitments. It's an important reminder that every role we have taken on, whether big or small, requires a dedication and responsibility. Based on my observations, I would like to share my feedback on several areas about today's meeting. Regarding time management, first and foremost, I would like to commend everyone for respecting the meeting schedule. The timer did a fantastic job of ensuring that everyone stayed within their allotted time. This is crucial for keeping the flow of the meeting smooth and maintaining the energy. While we did a great job overall, I would suggest paying little more attention to the table topic portion. Occasionally, some responses went a bit over the time, but nothing was disruptive. A quick reminder for participants to mindful of the clock would be helpful. Regarding the role players, I observed that all the role players today, from the Toastmaster of the day to the timer, outcounter, and the grammarian, are well prepared and executed their duties with commitment and confidence. Regarding our speaker and evaluators, our speakers did a fantastic job of preparing their speeches with clear objectives and effective delivery. Toastmaster Kritika message on don't let your struggles define you, and Toastmaster Harini's message on native intelligence, the wisdom we forget, was impactful. Toastmaster Praveen's speech on obstacles are a stepping stone for success, and Toastmaster Kalyani's message on the smell of success even from a distance was a well-rounded presentation. Likewise, the evaluators demonstrated commitment by providing thoughtful and specific feedback. Evaluations were constructive and encouraging and focused on actionable improvements. One suggestion for the evaluators would be to include more specific examples when pointing out their strengths. This would help the speakers understand exactly what worked well and how to build on it. Regarding the meeting flow and transitions, the meeting flowed very well overall with the smooth transitions from one segment to the next. Our Toastmaster of the day did a wonderful job of guiding the meeting, keeping everyone on track and introducing each segment with clarity. Coming to our table topic session, the table topic session was handled with energy and creativity. Our table topic master, Toastmaster Pradeep, introduced each prompt with enthusiasm. I would see a strong commitment from the participant to respond thoughtfully even under pressure. Coming to attendance today was quite low compared with our previous meetings. I hope this is due to most of the materials are attending the division conference. And coming to the guest, I guess 3 to 4 guests are present today. Usually guests are introduced in the beginning of the meeting so that they will get comfortable and encouraged to participate. This practice of making our guests feel valued is essential in building lasting relationships with the potential new members. Overall, this was a fantastic meeting. The quality of the speeches, evaluations and smooth flow of the meeting all reflected the dedication and commitment of the entire Rotaries team. Everyone took their role seriously and it was clear that everyone come prepared to contribute a successful meeting. We all honored our commitments today, both big and small, and this is what made the meeting a success. In conclusion, I am proud of how we come together today, honoring our promise to each other, to the meeting and the personal growth. It was a reflection of the commitment we each bring. I look forward to seeing us continue to grow in the spirit of dedication and improvement. Thank you. I now return the control to the Toastmaster of the day. Thank you
all. For your valuable feedback as well as your feedback from your respective team members, TAC team members and the speech evaluators. Today all the 4 speakers, the speech evaluators, table topic master as well as table topic speakers, all of them did a fantastic job. I think a big round of applause to all of them. I guess the voting poll is out and probably you can vote for the best speaker, best table topic speaker, best role player and the tag role player. Okay, now almost we are coming to the tag end of the meeting. So to continue on the theme, the honor and the commitment. So when I talk to some of my proteges or my team members and try to compare the culture, honor and the commitment in this part of the world compared to the western part of the world, people used to say, no, don't try to compare apple with orange, India is different and other countries are different. Here we have Adi Amavasya, Navaratri, we have Pongal, Matul Pongal, so many events are there and we don't know at what time we will be called by our bachans or mamnas. So we cannot always honor the commitment. True, I totally agree. So the dynamics is totally different. And even you would have made a promise to attend a call at 10 a.m. but while coming back after leaving your child from school, you will be held up in traffic. I perfectly understand. But what can be done? So in the case, so when such kind of dynamics is there, what can be done? Any suggestions? You already made a commitment, but there is every possibility that may get derailed. So how can we do that? How can we overcome that? Yes. All organizations, they have a risk management plan and they try to come up with mitigation plan and strategies. So like that, whenever we are committed, then we can also think of plan B. So in case I am unable to come and give a speech, then probably I can identify a backup speaker and tell, I think VP will be doubly delighted. So the moment you say that you are not able to make it, but I am trying to give you another person. So this way, everywhere, this small step. So always think of a commitment. The moment you start thinking, then definitely you will be able to make it. You will never go fail. So today, actually, our division conference is going on. More than 20 people are attending. So earlier, whenever a division conference is happening, we used to cancel meetings. But sometime back, we decided to continue our weekly meeting. So that is the commitment we made to our members, and today we were able to fulfill the commitment. So while 20 people are attending here, we have 22 people. I think all of you deserve a big round of applause. With that thought, I'll conclude here. As a TMOD, I thoroughly enjoyed today's meeting. I hope all of you enjoyed this meeting. Over to the presiding officer.
let's first acknowledge our first time role players. Toastmaster Balaji in evaluation, Toastmaster Ramya, Toastmaster Suresh timer, and Toastmaster Abhirami as a first time team. The voting link will be given. Please put the votes for the guest speaker, Tagore, teacher speaker, and evaluator. I would like the guest Toastmaster team to come and say a few words about the meeting.
Hello everyone. This is the first time I'm attending any Toastmaster meeting, and I very much like the environment that is created over here for everyone to speak favorably, and the structure in which the meeting goes. I really like that, and everyone, the participation that people do over here. So I think that I'll also be able to contribute when I become a part of it and learn from everyone around here. Thank you.
Any other guest interested? Okay. Yourself. Is voting ready? Okay. Just 2 minutes as the voter is new one. It's taking time for the voting. will take more time.
2 months.
Thank you for waiting. Sorry for making you wait. Now the final session comes. Best TT speaker goes to Toastmaster Hari Krishnan. Best tag player goes to Toastmaster Supraja. Best role player, Toastmaster Abhiram. Best evaluator, Toastmaster Kausalya. And best speaker, Toastmaster Kamini. This is I adjourn the meeting.